What about this YouTube? Travel Wolves in the building. We back. So today's video, we are going to talk about this scuttlebutt that's going around town that involves two YouTubers and one of them breaking the cardinal rule. He's arguing over a female. That's like the biggest no-no. You know, people say a lot of weird things, miscategorize me, all kinds of stuff. But I can't believe that you are out here, these same people are out here supporting someone like that who's arguing over a female. Something that we should never do as African-American black men anywhere in the world. You know why? Because we know how bad it can get. We know how these things can end. And that should be like a taboo. That should be like the number one. I only believe that in our culture, there should be 3 taboos, and that's one of them. That's even before snitching, which would be the second taboo, okay? I won't go into the third one right now. That's a whole nother video, but that's taboo. We should not do that. We should not do that at all. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But first, I want to thank my 270 subscribers. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for joining me on my journey. And it feels good to know that you connect with people and people are at least interested and on your level and understand what you're saying. And I appreciate the support. We are the Meridians. We are the fighting Meridians, man. I might even be Achilles reincarnated, and you guys are my Meridians. I love you guys, all right? Keep the comments coming. Always give me feedback. My door's always open, you know? And also, I'm planning something very special for my 270 subscribers. I'm planning a private party in Pattaya, Thailand. I already got the venue together. It's going to be free food from my favorite restaurant. I won't tell you which one. It's going to be free drinks on me. But I don't know if we're all going to fit. So I might have to do like 3 different parties, maybe 4 different parties. And I don't know, I have to do like a lottery. So there's going to be like a breakfast, a brunch maybe, and then a lunch, and then a dinner, and then an evening. So 4 lotteries. So I'm going to set it up where you can put your name down in the hat, and then we're going to do the random drawing, and you'll know when you can come, your time. If you want to buy more bottles, if you want to bring a +1, you're welcome to bring a +1, and you can also buy bottles at the venue. But otherwise, I'll have drinks and things for us. I only drink, a couple of things, Jack, Jameson, and Henny. So if you need more than that, you're welcome to. But just know I want to do this for you guys because I feel like, and don't send in nothing to me, just your name, okay? I want to do this for you guys because it means so much to me. It means so much to me that you guys are interested in what I'm talking about. Okay, even though this is just therapy for me, this is just funny games. Somebody said something crazy about my channel don't make no money. Nobody's channel makes any money. Not no real money, or there's really no such thing as money. It's real money, and there's zero. So nobody's channel makes any real money, and I'm not here for that. I've been to 10 countries without YouTube. So if you think I need a YouTube channel for money, then I don't know what to tell you. But I've been to 10 countries without YouTube, okay? So, and if I really, really wanted to do something, I could have really did something, but I don't want to. But now, a bit of the loneliness is creeping in, and I'd rather be here with you. I'd rather deal with the loneliness by being here with you, my fellow Meridians, than the alternative, than trying to substitute with the alternative. That's really why I started the channel. Living abroad, and I should talk about this, living abroad can be really lonely. It's really lonely. It's so lonely at times. So lonely at times. It's fun, and I love it. Waking up in a new country, the sounds, the smells, the engagement, my brain be articulating so much better now. But it is really lonely. It is really lonely, Sometimes I get home for a couple of days and I'll be like, man, I miss my house. I miss my room. I'll be sitting in my room like, this is where it all started. I miss my room. I miss my house. But anyway, so the 2 subjects involved are YouTubers, Game Abroad, and another YouTuber who I personally met. So I can personally vouch for this guy, and I can say he didn't do anything wrong. I'm going to explain to you about that. His name is Tom Young. He has a whole other name at the end of it. I can't pronounce that, but we'll just call him Tom Young. And I met Tom Young. That's a whole other video I'm not going to do because I like to keep things between grown men personal. No need to talk about stuff between grown men. Between me and this grown man, you know what I'm saying? And if we do talk about it, we're going to sit down and talk about it together in front of y'all. But we're not going to do anything in front of them. Which is one of the rules, right? So we got a lot of codes and things and rules and all kinds of things that we do as African-American black men. I mean, we should all have the same one. We have honor. We should all follow the same. I think we pretty much follow the same ones, right? So apparently, this guy came abroad. To me, this is just my perspective on him, what I'm seeing. He's a civilian. He's not affiliated. You know, I'm not affiliated, but I know affiliated people. I got phone calls. I got voice messages right now asking about these people to see what their rep is. So I'll have some more information any minute. But as far as I know, only one of them is an ex-affiliate. That's enough for me because they ain't hiding who they are, right? And the other guy who actually made the disclaimer that this is Pattaya, you can come here and be whoever you want. No, nobody comes here and pretends to be whoever they want because this place is designed to break you. Okay, this place is designed to break you. If you're not disciplined, if you don't know what's going on, this place is designed to break you mentally, physically, and definitely economically. Okay, the constant games, the drinking, that's physical. The drinking all the time, and the spending of money all the time. That's what it's designed to do. It's designed like that, and it's cool. You know what you're stepping into. You know what you're signing up for. Now, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to talk about one guy because one guy is really at fault. Tom Young is not at fault. He didn't do anything wrong. He did what Tom Young does. If you know he's an affiliate, an ex-affiliate, he did what Tom Young does. He knocked your chick. What they would call it, his chick. If Game Abroad was in the game, basically what they would say is his chick got knocked because only 2 people are in the game. And I don't want to dry snitch, but you got to keep up with me here. Only 2 of them, Tom Young and the girl, are in the game. To my knowledge, that guy just calls himself Game Abroad, which is why he's a fronter. He's not in the game. I know he's not on YouTube talking about this shit, but he did make a couple of comments in a longer video that he has that I saw today where he's like trying to act like, you know, I'll just say it because somebody already said it. He's trying to act like he's a pimp. And I'm like, this guy's serious? Now I know he's a civilian. Now I know he's a civilian. He fucking with wiretapping crimes and all kinds of shit right now. And he's talking about spending a girl's money. I'm cringing because this shit is serious out here. Listen, time out. Listen. I'm going to say this as a big brother to you. I'm going to say this as a man who's made a lot of mistakes. I'm going to say this as someone who is probably the most intelligent and clever person I know and you're going to know. These folks are ruthless. They're ruthless. And I'm telling you right now, if you ain't bleeding it, don't be about it. Because it's not a game, okay? Not a game. The highest form of honor for any man is being able to fall on his sword. Everything that man has done, it has metamorphosized metaphorically, but the highest honor for any man is to fall on his sword. Okay, I just saw a video yesterday where they were talking about the difference between Harry and seppuku. Both involve suicide, but there is a difference, right? So, and that's from Japanese culture. So, and they're the most honorable of all the cultures. The most honorable of any culture is Japan. You don't believe me? I'll give you an example. In Japan, in feudal Japan, in ancient Japan, feudal Japan, medieval Japan, they would say, okay, we're going to execute you. All you had to do was pretend like you were sick. They had a thing that they could not, by their honor, they could not execute a sick person. So they had to get you better. But as soon as they got you better, cut your head off. But they couldn't do it while you were sick, right? They had an honor about it. Yeah, they condemn you to death, but if you sick, if you like, and we still do that in America. It's called mental capacity, right? They won't put you on trial. They won't put you in prison if you're deemed unfit for trial, right? So, you know, another story I'll tell you guys real quick. One of my favorite stories. Real quick, I'll go into it later if you want to hear it, but real quick, there was a samurai who was trying to avenge his lord, and he tracked down his lord's killer for years, and he finally had his moment. He finally had him cornered one night, and the guy was drunk, it was raining, and he walked up on him, and the guy turned around, and he saw the samurai unsheathing his katana, and he couldn't do anything. He was unarmed, and he thought, and he said, and he spit right in the samurai's face. Spit in his face. And the samurai said, and put the sword back, turned around and walked away. You know why? Do you know why? I'll put it in the description box. I'll put the story and the conclusion in the description box for you guys. So anyway, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't be about it. Don't be about it if you're not about it. Okay? So when you go around, I'm going to get to the point. I'm going to tell you why Tom Young did what he did, because I know him. I met him personally. So I'm not out of bounds because I can actually talk to one person. I met him. He saw me. He chopped it up. It's between grown men. If we do any discussion, we're going to do it on YouTube in front of y'all. It ain't me talking about one person. He ain't got to talk about me because we know we both in the same city. So we can go talk to each other about each other to each other's face. That's how honorable people do stuff. And that'll be it. We figure it out, and that's it. That's as far as it goes. But, you know, and we ain't going to do it in front of them. We ain't going to talk about us in front of them. That's got to stop, and that's what y'all keep doing. But anyway, getting back to the story. So, to me, Game Abroad is a civilian. He's not affiliated. I don't even think he knows anybody affiliated. He probably had a square job his whole life. He's probably done square shit his whole life. You know, everything he's done. And now he's out here and he got a little gray in his beard, you know. And I'm just saying, I don't know, but from what I'm seeing, he's just doing square shit. And you know how I know? Because I do square shit too. It takes a square to know a square. Yeah, I go to the movies. Yeah, I go out to eat. Yeah, I buy some drinks. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to do that. That's my thing, you know? That brings me pleasure. But, if you a player and you in the game, you don't do that. And he got a whole series of him going to meet the parents, honeymoon vacation. Just, nah, man. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah. That's not game. That's something that the girl does for you on her channel. So I shouldn't tell you this because the game is to be sold in October. But if he was a player or he was in the game like he says he is, she would have a channel, even if he set it up like this. He would have her with a channel, and on her channel, she would say, I bring African American home to my village. That's what it would be. You guys are always speaking in the possessive, like you got the girl, but you don't got the girl. She got you. And that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to be doing no dry stitching. But if you don't know, you don't know. But he's on there doing too much, man. There's a whole video of him talking about he's peeing and basically pimping, and he's spending some money. He's spending her money. He specifically says that, and that's just like a big no-no. Stay away from this guy. I don't know if he's a cop. I don't know if he's an agent. I don't know what's going on, but I would stay away from Game Abroad. Talking like that, it's gonna get you in trouble. That's what I was gonna say. They got Young Thug hemmed up. Young Thug been in the dungeon for 2 years. They just played the song yesterday, My Lifestyle, and I don't even know who translating it for them, because Young Thug is an Atlantean, and I don't know who translating this for them, but somehow they know what it means. They in there deciphering it, and I'm like, I can't even decipher it, and I'm from the culture, so I don't know who they got among them lawyers who've been in law school for the last 8 years, who they got translating for them. But anyway, this is the type of shit that they use against you. They use you against you. So anyway, the reason why this happened to him is because he's putting himself out there. He put himself out there like a square would do. And he's fronting to ex-affiliated men. And let me tell you, nothing upsets ex-affiliated or affiliated men more than a fronter. And if they can go at you, because this is who you saying you are, this is who you talking about, Game Abroad, this is who you saying you are, international, right? They're going to knock you. They're going to try to knock your girl. They're going to try to knock your girl. That's what it's called. It's called knocking. It's not called getting played. He didn't get played because he didn't get played. He didn't get played. There was no secrets about about the female he likes. There's no secrets, so he didn't get played. It's not like he really met her at the library, as the story goes, and then someone says, I got a video. Not that it matters. There's nothing wrong. The first off, the woman is not doing nothing wrong. This is her job. It really is a real job. See, I realize how sick America is, and the morals America puts on us are sick, they're hypocritical, and they're contradictions. And I didn't realize that till I was in Brazil the first time, part one, how sick we are. Because it really is a job. This is not the person. There is your job and it's a person. Like the guy who made this video, the guy who made this content, Travel Paul, apparently he drives trucks for a living. Is that who he is? He doesn't come off as a truck driver to me. To me, he comes off as if he could have been a $5,000 an hour lawyer. You know what I'm saying? A pit bull, a mouthpiece. If he went to law school and got into law, litigation, defense attorney, because the way he articulates and the way he tells a story and he can talk fast and be coherent, that's a gift. But driving the trucks is not who he is. That's his job. I bet you he smoked a lot of your cats. That's why y'all don't come for him. I know he smokes short. That's why y'all don't come for him. But that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. It's a job. It's a job. And you have no understanding of women if you don't understand that to women, sex is worthless. Sex is worthless. Sex has no value to women. No value to women. What has a value to women, I can't tell you, because the game is to be sold and not told. And I got it from my peoples who told me, and I check in with them all the time. Whenever I catch myself slipping too much, I check myself. I call up my folks, and they tell me what's going on with me. You know what I'm saying? I got some good therapists if you want them. But you gotta, you might have to pay the fee. But anyway, it's not getting played. It's not really getting knocked. But like I said again, it's only two people in the game. He's a civilian, okay? So yeah, I can see why his girl got knocked. I can see why his girl got knocked. You put yourself out there on Front Street. Maybe you thought it was cute. Maybe you wanted to do it for YouTube views. Maybe you wanted to just, But you got to understand that if she likes a type of man, and he keeps talking about money's involved. So I know for a fact that if the girl doesn't want to go, They can't make her go. They can't make her do anything. I know that for a fact. Most of the bars are very conservative. They don't force nobody to do anything they don't want to do, and I don't know why you would want to force someone to do anything that they don't want to do. So if you go into a bar and you say, hey, I want to bar find that girl, or I want to go with that girl, she can say no. She can really say no. And maybe that's an arrangement she's made with the bar already, that, look, I'll come here, I'll sell drinks, I'll do all that other stuff, but I don't go with customer. That's what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? I know from personal experience, I know from sitting there seeing it. So if this was really his girl, this is really his girlfriend, which if this is his girlfriend, then he's not game, he's not player. How you a player, how you game, and you got one girlfriend in one country? And that's another topic about here, and somebody brought it up. They're very jealous here. I got chewed out just because I went and got one girl's number and turned around and got some other girl's number. Okay? So I can imagine if you pretend like they're your girlfriend, and then you want to go meet other girls, yeah, that ain't gonna work. So I don't know. But anyway, if that's his girlfriend, then everything he said is already bullshit. Because, you know, and why do you think she would not, if according to his side of the story, he's not doing anything, she goes with him, that's another lie, but he's not doing anything when she goes with him. Nothing. And he's trying to clown somebody saying you have to pay. Well, guess what? I hate to break his bubble, but an ex-affiliate knows how to talk. That's all I'll say about that. So it's more likely the other guy ain't have to do that. I'm pretty sure you do. And he tried to, rub it in her face and just be all disrespectful, like she's for the streets, which is disrespectful because you went to her home. You met her mother. You don't even know. Their family don't know about this stuff. Their family don't know what they doing. And you went and met the family like you was a good guy, got the blessing from mom, and now you rubbing it in her face that anybody can just go and have her and share her. No. And this video getting way too long. I'm not going to say what he should do. If you want to know what he should do, he can holler at me. But you don't do that. And yes, she understands exactly what you're saying, even though she's cool. Yeah, she likes you. And she might like that guy, and she might like that guy, and she might like that guy, because that's the era we in with women. They're renegades. They don't just like one guy. Like I said, she can't really like you because you're not in her game. You don't know what to say to her to reach her on that level for her to even like you, or for her to choose you, or for her to, as they say, pay your fee. Pay your fee. You don't know what to say to her because you're a civilian. If you wasn't a civilian, you wouldn't be in this situation in the first place. And I would advise you, I'll say this, I would advise you to reach out to Tom Young the correct way and reach out to the man. And if you see him and he sees you, he will try to talk to you as a gentleman, as one to another. And you'll chop it up. And that's it. That's what I recommend you do. That's what I can tell you should do, Game Abroad. Now, enough about Game Abroad. Now we're going to talk about Tom Young. Now, I won't go into the backstory, but yes, I met him. And we settled it. There really was nothing to settle. He just wanted to talk to me and explain some things. And, it was just a misunderstanding. Cool. It's a misunderstanding. No big deal. I don't take YouTube personal. I don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm not a fronter. I'm not lying. I'm not player Will. I'm not, no offense to Richie Mack. I'm not Mac Willie. I'm not none of that stuff. I'm just myself. I'm just a travel wolf. Yes, I'm a wolf. You guys are sheeps. The people who subscribe to this channel are wolves. And together we are a pack. Okay? So that's it. Okay? But yeah, I mean, he didn't do anything wrong. Because what did he do? He did the same thing you guys are doing. He's mocking y'all. I really don't understand. Excuse me. It's weak. It's weak to put women in your YouTube content. Because you know why it's weak? Because nobody is there for you. They there to see the girl. I got 270 subs just off of me talking. I haven't even started the next iteration on my channel yet. No girls. Don't see me with no girls on my channel. And trust me, if you think I can't get no girls, you don't know what you're talking about. I tell a story because, well, this is what happened to me. Just like everybody else is telling stories. Just like everybody else is talking about Colombia and getting scopamine. And I could come out and say, well, that never happened to me. And I did way more than you. And I might just do that because I don't like y'all disparaging Colombia. I don't. I'm sick of hearing about it. Because again, what's happening is not that you're getting attacked. It's that you're a square. And when people smell a square, it's like blood in the water to a shark. And you need to stay in a square's place, okay? If you ain't never had a girlfriend in the snakes, you ain't never going to have a girlfriend in another country. That's just the facts. If you ain't never had a bad chick, if you ain't never dated a stripper or done anything in America, in the snakes, similar to what you do when you go to foreign countries, and you know what I mean, it's not for you. It's not for you. You got to just take that L and stay in the snakes and stay with your bottle of Vaseline or whatever the fuck you do. But this ain't for you. That's why this happens. Okay? That's why this happens. Okay? To you. So I'm just telling stories, right? People want to take it personal. People want to get bent out of shape. People want to send people at me. People want to be envious. People want to be hoe-ass ninjas, doing hoe-ass ninja stuff. It's okay. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling my truth. Okay? That's it. Now, Tom Young, he's just mocking y'all. He's just mocking y'all. You know? Lovey-dovey, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? He's just mocking y'all. Because it's weak. And you guys are acting like, you guys are like such a walking contradiction. Because you're coming to a place where it's very, very open-minded. Very open-minded. Okay, I give you a challenge. If you a real player, if you a real game, whatever you want to call yourself, here go the challenge. Go back to America. Go back to your home city. Put a female from America or your home city on your YouTube channel. Go on. Go on. Put a YouTube from America. Put a girl from America on your YouTube channel. Go back home to America. Put a girl, right? Why do you think we don't see that? Why do you think we don't see more guys in America with American women on their YouTube channel? Because America is not open-minded. Okay? And you know and I know, she knows what's going on. I don't want to be that guy, but she knows what's going on, so I'm not going to say it. But in America, when you talk about putting somebody on YouTube with you, they know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, miss me with that bullshit, all right? And I was going to share with you this Ice Cube quote that he put up about Killer Mike, and I got to do a video about that because that's crazy. The irony in that is so fucking funny. It says, if they're a real one, they'll teach you the game, not run it on you. Ice-T, not Ice Cube, Ice-T said that. Ice-T said that about Killer Mike getting arrested, which I'll talk about some other time. But anyway, so Tom Young is not the bad guy. He's a good guy. Not the bad guy. He's a good guy. I'm gonna say he's a good guy. I always was told from a former best friend of mine, when I was a teenager, an adolescent. This was my best friend. His name was Jamel. I always was told, you gotta give credit where credit is due. You gotta give credit where credit is due. And this was after he got stowed on. But the way it happened, the way it went about it was, he gave credit to the superior intellect that it took to stow on him, to catch him off his guard. So he always told me that. You gotta give credit where credit is due. So I would give Tommy Young credit. And like I said, I'm not gonna talk about all the details, but because I'd rather do that with him standing next to me or some other type of way, or with his permission, which I don't have, because that's just a gentleman thing to do. We gotta stop acting like we gangsters on this shit and start being gangsters out there if you want to be a gangster. And I'm not a gangster, you know. I'm half of a tough guy on a good day if I'm fucking pissed. I'm not a gangster, and I don't like to, but I won't tolerate people insulting me, and I don't do the keyboard and ninja, and I don't do no keyboard and thuggery, right? But that's it. But I have no problem. So, you know, it's whatever. But you know, anyway, let me get back to my. So, and the girl, everything she did was in the right. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't play anybody. Let's stop villainizing her. She's not a bad person. I don't know her, but I know that she didn't do anything wrong. She's not a bad person. Man, she might see Tom Young walking down the street tomorrow and walk right by him. I don't think it's gonna happen, but she might. She might see Game Abroad in the mall and walk right by him. That'd probably happen by the way he's acting, you know. But right now, she's a good person, and she knows she ain't do nothing wrong, so it's no reason for her to sever ties. Now, this how you know who the square is. This how you know who the lame is. This how you know who the citizen is. It's gonna be the guy who tells her, I don't want you seeing that guy anymore. It's going to be the guy who tells her, this don't bother me. I'm not affected by it. It's going to be the guy who makes a whole video arguing about a female. Arguing about a female that ain't really choose you, that can't choose up, because in her world, you're not a part of it. At least, I don't understand how you could be and not claim it. That's why you're still fronting. So it's a weird way, like you're fronting like you're in the world, but you're not in the world, or you are in the world and you don't want to say it, that you used to be, so you're still fronting. You know? You follow that? You follow that logic there? It's a front. That's the difference between being about this shit in your blood and you just not being ready for it. The consequences, right? You got to always accept the consequences of everything you do in life. When it comes down to it and you're dealing with them folks and the snakes, everything you do in your life has consequences. And I'm sick and tired of you guys not reading the fine print that comes attached with your passport, thinking you can run around the world and you're putting all this evidence online and you don't see what's going on and you don't understand why you got other YouTubers right now heavily in rotation attacking certain countries where all of you are at, and They're using the catch-all moniker for you, aka passport bros, or like I like to say, peanut butter and jelly. They're using the catch-all moniker for you guys. Because you're so fucking smart. Some of y'all are so smart and so clever. You see the play, but you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You really don't. And that's why I stay away from y'all. That's why I'm not out here. I don't shake hands with strangers. I don't do none of that. Tom Young and me, we cross paths and we ain't even shake hands. You know why? Because he don't know who I am and I don't know who he is. But he ain't trying to shake my hand because he don't know me. That's one of the things that people who been affiliated or be around affiliates understand. You guys out here, you don't know who you hand you shaking, man. You guys are civilians. This game abroad guys are civilians. I can't be shaking no civilians' hand. Half of you guys are civilians. Half of you guys are squares. Because you out here with this delusion that the girl is with you. You're with the girl. She ain't with you, man. She ain't with you, man. I can tell you 101 stories because I don't carry myself that way. You know, I don't want no one to know what they're missing out on. Many times, I can stand next to somebody that I hang out with, and it's one girl. There's two of us, it's one girl. And she says she wants this guy. And I say nothing, because what can I do about that? Right? But what she don't know, and she'll never know, is I'm more generous than he is. So I laugh about it, right? And then they see me later and they don't understand. Nah. You dealing with him. Nope. Thank you though, but no thanks. You know? So I say that to mean that I got so many stories I haven't even told you guys yet, man. Like, man, let me tell you, man, it's not like you think it is. Women will literally be doing all of that with you, like he's doing all that lovey-dovey stuff, and walk past him tomorrow like he doesn't even exist, like she doesn't know him. Yeah, hell yeah, she sees him, but she will walk past him tomorrow like he doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? They're very, very good for that out here. I have sat down and had meals with some of these girls. They've taken me to eat at places. I would only say I only deal with two who are really real, and I kind of fucked it up with one of them, but I only deal with two who still talk to me, acknowledge me since I've been here, and I don't go as hard for them as I should, because like I said, I'm probably more player than game abroad, because players don't choose, man. Game abroad, you're supposed to be having 2, 3, 4, 5 girls up in there with her right now. Yeah, I'm pausing for dramatic purposes because he doesn't have that. He got one. And he went all the way home with her and brought her back. Like I said, man, this ain't catch and release. This is cop, block, and lock. And if you're not cop, blocking, and locking, you're going to get knocked. This ain't catch and release. Okay? This is the wild. And I think he said something about, he indirectly said that he kind of told her, hey, you're going to meet these black guys, don't mess with them, and they're going to want to put you on YouTube, blah, 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 because they see you with me, blah, 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 blah. But guess what? She didn't do it. She did it anyway, I guess you could say. She didn't follow your instructions. She did what she wanted to do anyway. Right? So, oh boy, this is so depressing. But anyway, no shade to the homie Travel Paul. Great content. I give the credit of this story to Travel Paul. Travel Paul, keep it coming. Keep your foot in their throat. If you ever come through Thailand, Don't worry, I'll ride with you, homie. I'll ride with you out here. I still ride with you, all the way, because you the first one to break the stories of telling the truth, which encouraged me to tell my truth, and that's a good thing. Because you can't really think about this place for what it's not. You have to think about it for what it is. Only then will you be able to defeat it. By understanding it, by understanding the mechanisms and how it works, what makes it tick, can you defeat it? And that's why I can't roll with certain people, because if you're not going to be intelligent, if we're not going to be intelligent and figure this shit out together, if we're not going to figure out how to make this work for us, I can't rock with you. You know, I just can't. Now, I'm here in the capacity of starting a business. I'm here in the capacity of doing my clothing business, trying to get the smart visa and things like that, bringing technology, opportunities, and more jobs to Thailand. I'm here in that capacity. So all this extracurricular activity stuff is irrelevant to me, especially now that I got my own apartment and I'm doing my thing. You know, I don't be doing all that stuff no more. I got an associate in town, a friend in town, and I'm showing him around. Otherwise, I would have been down this whole week in my crib just chilling, because that's what I'm doing right now. My goal is to spend my whole year in my business venture, not to be out here doing square shit, trying to court women. Listen. I'm going to give you guys this before I go, because if you got it this far, this is a treat for you. So in the description box would be how the story I just told you about the samurai and the assassin, how that was resolved. And I'm going to give you guys this as a treat. This is the last thing I'm going to give you for free. Last thing you get. You don't deserve this knowledge. It costs too fucking much. You can't even afford it. That's why I don't try to do nothing with you, because you can't really afford it. Nobody can really afford it. If I was to give it to you, nobody would be able to afford it. Probably wouldn't have value to anyone. But it does. But you gotta be wise. Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you, let me get in my zone. Hold on a minute. I gotta get my face on. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta tap into my other self. Hold on. I gotta tap into the ism. Look here, man. I'm gonna tell you like this. There are a lot of women in the world. A lot of women in the world. So many women. I like women. I love women. They're all beautiful, in fact, in some way. Maybe not physical. Maybe it's character, emotional, intelligence. In some way, they're all beautiful. And they're also capable of incredible cruelty. Incredible cruelty. Like they say, hell have no fury like a woman scorned. They're the only creatures on the planet that commune with the divine. Through their body comes life. Think about that. Through their body comes life, and they behave submissive to the man they want to, but they are really the higher being. We don't talk to the divine. We have nothing. We don't do nothing with life. Okay? So when I tell you this, it comes from a place as a big brother, because I'm too young and handsome to be an uncle. A big brother. Listen, man. I know it's hard to believe this, so try. Maybe you'll be able to achieve this understanding. When a woman decides that she wants to be with you, that's what it'll be. You don't have to do nothing. See, the reason why you don't see me with anybody is because I know that all I have to do is be out to be seen or to be met, or sometimes not at all. Because guess what? She could come knocking at this door right now, and I open the door, and her eyes meet me, and I'm like not even thinking about nothing but my work, and I'm like looking over her like, what do you want? Who are you? I'm rude. I'm obnoxious, and I see what she wants. Maybe I don't even answer her questions. Maybe I just slam the door in her face. Get out of here. And you know what happened the next day? If she thinks in her mind, he's the one I want, you know what happened the next day? She right back knocking again. And she would keep on knocking. And every time I say to her, I'm not interested, what do you want? Stop bothering me. She keep on knocking. She keep on knocking. Until I start to think, and this is where it gets tricky, until I start to think about giving her a chance. Then that's when I fuck it up. Okay? So, let me get back to let me get back to character for you guys. No more of myself today. So anyway, yeah. So the point is that women, when they want you and only you. Nobody can change it. And that's the heart of the game. That's it. So, does this chick want game abroad? Who knows? She hasn't spoken. But for you guys out there, understand this. When they want you, nobody else matters. Nobody else matters. You know what I'm saying? They won't do anything to jeopardize that. Okay? That's one thing about women that I can say they have retained in this era. And only when you accept that and you understand that will you succeed. But yeah, I have to agree with the guy who inspired this video. He definitely is arguing over a female. He should never do that. There's 3 main rules that should be taboo. And 3 main rules that should be taboo. And the first one is arguing over a female. The second one is doing anything in front of the foreigners. And the third thing is snitching, even dry snitching. Those are the top 3 taboo rules. There's more, but I won't go into that right now. But so anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I hope this was very informative. If you have any questions, put it in the box below. Maybe I should start that business. Is that your chick? Maybe I should start that business for you guys where I can keep an eye on her. I ain't doing that no more. But anyway, that's all I got for today. Travel Wolves, you know what to do. Stay in touch with me, man. Party coming soon. It's going to be epic right here in Pattaya. All right, talk to you guys soon. Peace.